So I have another story for you guys today. This is the story of Sneaky Adma. Now you're probably wondering, Newts, how the fuck did you get that name, dude? Now the entire premise of this story is stay in school, don't do drugs, drink milk, and masturbate. Now this entire story is based solely upon one lonesome night when I was 17 years old and decided it'd be a great idea to sneak out of my very strict parents' house. Now, none of this goes obviously as expected. This isn't some prank YouTube channel where everything goes as orchestrated.
I have no idea if it's gonna work, but let's do it.
No, this is a story of randomness, XD, and the RAR Chronicles. All the bullshit aside, sneaking out was relatively old, I guess. It was 3 years ago. I was 17 when it happened. I was just about to turn 18. And you're probably thinking, Newts, why didn't you just wait till you turned 18? And I'm gonna tell you, well, I'm fucking stupid. Don't try this at home, kids. Now, to actually get into the story itself and to quit the bullshit, like I said, I was 17 at the time, and what was going on is like 2 a.m. It was summer vacation, 2 a.m. You know, the usual. Newts is sitting there playing his fucking Xbox Gay 360, playing some Halo Reach. I remember exactly what I was doing. I was playing with two of my friends, Tyler and Lucas, and it was pretty funny because I was sitting there and I was on Twitter talking to a couple of other random friends that I'm not really friends with at all, and had gotten into a conversation with them about some stupid little meetup hangout thing, late night, whatever. I was like, oh, that'll be cool. You know, nothing can possibly go wrong. Being the poor, naive 17-year-old I was very wrong. Everything did go wrong. Everything didn't go according to plan, and I almost died. Almost died. Now, what had happened was we confirmed these plans, where to go, where to meet, who was going to be there, crazy teenage stuff. This is like the first most interesting thing I've ever done in my entire life at 17. Yeah, I'm pretty pathetic, bro. But anyway, we set all the plans straight, and then we're like, okay, so we're going to do it. So me being 17, I didn't have a car, and the garage door is actually connected to my parents' room. So if you open it, you can hear you can hear it open. So necessarily you can't open the garage and take any type of transportation out without anybody hearing. So I had messaged my friend about borrowing a bike, and he only lived a couple streets down. He was the only kid really that lived in my neighborhood because I'm kind of landlocked between 3 different highways. It's pretty fucking lame. So I texted him, got his bike, and dude, if you've ever seen a ghetto bike, I don't think you know how ghetto this bike was. This was the most ghetto bike. There was 2 pegs on one side, so one on the front tire, one on the back. The other side had no pegs. It was just a basic bolt and screw holding the tire into the frame. And then the bike itself didn't have brakes. So going into this, I knew I could potentially get hit by a car because I don't have any fucking brakes. So without these brakes, I decided, well, it's my only option, and this is such a great idea to do at 2 a.m., which it obviously wasn't a great idea to do at 2 a.m. I could have done 100 different things, like play Halo Reach all night, but I decided to be edgy. I decided to bring out my inner teenager. So as I brought out my inner teenager, I had taken this bike and started to ride it. Now, this is from where I was to go to where I needed to go. It was about a 15 to 20 minute bike ride. Pretty long, honestly, in the middle of the night with tons of glorious people roaming Michigan streets. So on this bike, there's a couple hills I got to go over. I've done the route before, so I know what's expected. And I'm going down this really steep hill with this bike, and it's a rickety ass bike. Not to even mention the seat was so fucked, dude. Like, this seat was the shittiest seat I've ever sat on in my entire life. It was so low to the ground, and I'm 5'11". I'm a pretty fucking tall dude. I'm sitting on this fucking seat, and I'm like, this is not gonna go well. I can already suspect I'm gonna die. I'm probably gonna die in this shitty rickety bike. So as I'm going, I have to go pick up my friend Jason. You're probably sitting there thinking, how are you gonna pick somebody up on a bike? What are you, a fucking loser? Yes, I am. Needless to say, I had gone down the street he was on, and we were going to go on this epic journey through these dark streets because our city can't afford to light every single street. So as I go down the street, I see him coming. I text him, yo, where you at, fam? Hit me up. I text to him, let's go. And he ran down the street. Now, we had a massive debate on what we should do with the pegs because obviously it's pretty uncomfortable to ride on one side with the peg. So I was like, you want to just ride on one side with the peg, or you want to take one of these off? So as we're riding and having this little dispute, there's headlights right down the fucking street. And actually, before those headlights, before we turned down the street, I looked at him and asked, so what do cops do if they see us? And he looks at me. No, he doesn't really look at me because he's behind me. Oh, baby. He's behind me and says, oh, don't worry, they just really ignore you. They don't really care. So I was like, okay, dude. And as we turn down the street, there's headlights coming towards us, of course. And my dumbass asked him, well, let's just take the pegs off and put them on both sides so you can be on both pegs. And we actually fucking do it, dude. We're so fucking stupid. And you're probably sitting there already assuming that the headlights were a cop, and chances are you'd win the fucking lottery. It was one of the officers of the wonderful city that I live in. And I get off the bike and I look and I start unscrewing the peg, inadvertently, awkwardly trying to take this fucking piece of metal off a bike. You need like a wrench or some type of tool to get off because they're hard as fuck to get on. So as I'm sitting there trying to struggle with it, the cop points a light at me and is like, just put the bike down, dude. It's all over. That's just how old I go through that whole process. Man, I was dead on the inside, you know? Being how old I was and knowing how my parents were, I was fucked. I was so fucked, dude. It was like I just got caught with armed robbery or some shit, dude. I was like, oh, fuck. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. So I go home. Mom's really mad. Everything's really mad. I get my Xbox taken away, you know? Basic fucking 17-year-old shit. Rest in peace. Now, you're probably thinking, the story is really not that interesting. It's not. It's just a story of how I'm fucking retarded. But anyway, the real juiciness of this story is my friends made a fucking meme about me. And this meme is called Sneak Adma. It is a poorly drawn picture of what they interpreted me looking like whilst sneaking out. And it's fucking hilarious because I could not stop laughing at this for a good 5 minutes. I'm just gonna show the picture, man. It speaks for itself. That's fucking me, dude. 100 fucking percent. Stickman, backwards hat, fucking arms flailing around, running for my goddamn life. That was me. Story of Sneaky Adma is the greatest story, and the name is stuck with me, you know. It fucking sucks, dude. It fucking sucks. Because if you have a name stuck with you that because you failed at being a teenager and being able to get away with things, it's really fucking embarrassing, dude. Like, people call me this. People actually think this is my fucking, like, nickname, dude. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed my little shitty story for this week. If you like what you're seeing, you like what you're hearing, why don't you go and hit that like button? Helps me out a ton. As well as, hey, why not even subscribe? It's totally fucking free. Please help me. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next fucking video. And of course, have a fucking fantastic day.